Mahua Maitri ji.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, sir. I'd just like to point out that I have between 16 and 17 minutes, sir, and I'd be very obliged if I could finish my allotted time. Today I stand, sir, please. Today I stand on behalf of my party, the All India Trinamool Congress, with a heavy heart, but with a complete clarity of purpose, to support the motion of no confidence against the Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha for presiding over the liquidation of the functioning of parliamentary democracy. It is richly ironic, it's divine karma actually, that I, the lady MP, who was illegally witch-hunted by this misogynistic government, wrongly expelled by Ethics Committee, which had no power to expel, after a motion in which I was not allowed to speak, where the Speaker, in violation of every principle of natural justice, did not allow me to defend myself. Today I am opening the debate for my party in a motion of no confidence against that very Speaker. You can't run away from karma. Dr. Ambedkar said that Parliament belongs to the opposition and the government should always be on trial. On the anvil, he called it, to ensure accountability. The role of the Speaker is that of a neutral arbiter and a keeper of the order of the House. This is absolutely vital to the function of Parliament. John Bercow, the Speaker of the UK House of Commons, said, "I never aspired to be Speaker of the House of Commons simply so I could say I am the Speaker of the House of Commons and tell my children that." So it can't be a matter of ego. It can't be a matter of personal legacy. The post is far beyond that. It is a fitting tribute to the vibrancy of India's democracy and the strength of India's dissenting voices that a motion of no confidence was moved against the very first Speaker of the Lok Sabha, G.V. Mavalankar, in 1954. He was accused of openly espousing the cause of the official spokesperson of the ruling party in all matters and constituted a serious danger to the functioning of the Lok Sabha. Pandit Nehru, who was PM then, participated in the debate, and he said that more time should be allotted to the opposition than to the government benches. Pandit Nehru, as Prime Minister, said this. What is the tradition we are following today? In the next decade, in 1966, there was a second motion of no confidence against a sitting Speaker, against Sardar Hukum Singh. And there it was claimed that he was arbitrarily disallowing questions likely to cause acute embarrassment to the Prime Minister, to ministers, to top leaders and government officials. Sounds familiar? Does it sound familiar or not? 20 years later, in 1987, again a motion was moved against the then Speaker Balram Jakar. Moving the motion was a future Speaker, CPM Somnath Chatterjee. And he said that Parliament is as much in danger from a muted Parliament than from executive authoritarianism. This is what Somnath Chatterjee said. The resolution was critical of Jakar's rulings, which denied MPs the right to move adjournment motions. What do we have today? We have the Honourable Speaker who has not allowed a single adjournment motion. Every morning we come here and like a stuck record, what do we hear? किसी भी स्थगित प्रस्ताव का अनुमोदन नहीं दिया गया. Every morning we hear this. But you know something? In the previous 3 instances, something was different. What happened? In each of the 3 previous instances, there was a deputy speaker to preside over the proceedings. In Mavalankar's case, there was Anantasayanam Iyengar, who was then deputy leader of the Lok Sabha in 1954. In 1966, in Hukum Singh's case, the then deputy speaker was S.V. Krishnamurti Rao. He didn't get a chance to preside over the proceedings because the person who brought the motion, he himself, Madhu Limahi, failed to get the requisite 50 people, so the motion failed. In 1987, in Balram Jakar's case, the Deputy Speaker M. Thambuderai presided. But today, what do we see? There is no Deputy Speaker. In the 17th and 18th Lok Sabhas, for the past 7 years, the post of the Deputy Speaker has been kept vacant. Article 93 of our Constitution very clearly says that the House of the People shall, the word shall is used, as soon as may be, choose 2 members of the House to be respectively Speaker and Deputy Speaker. If the post becomes vacant, immediately another one shall be elected. Then there's Article 95(2) of the Constitution. What does it say? It says, during the absence of the Speaker from any sitting of the House of the deputies or the Deputy Speaker, if he is also absent, any other person who can be determined by the House. Today, when the debate started, what did we see? The person, no disrespect to the current chairperson sitting there, but there was no consensus, there was no spirit of the House that was taken into accordance as to who is going to preside over the proceedings. The Speaker, the Honourable Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha, has achieved many firsts. Unfortunately, all of them have been less than graceful benchmarks. He keeps talking about the vaunted garima of the House, but it has come to a point that the minute the Speaker comes into the House, garima leaves the House. That's where we are today. I am first going to analyze the Honourable Speaker's inglorious record on a macro level, and then I'm going to dissect it on a micro level. So let's look at the first macro point. Suspensions under Rule 374A of the Lok Sabha Rules and Proceedings. Now, what did we have before? First, we had Rule 374, which required any suspension to go through a formal motion. 2001, Atalji's government, NDA government, you bring in 374A, which gives the Speaker, in case of a grave disorder, without moving a formal motion, he has the right of immediate suspension, without any formal motion. And this rule, the way it has been abused by the current Speaker, is the very antithesis of democracy. It is all that democracy should not be. In December 2023, Birlaji ordered the largest mass suspension in the history of Indian Parliament, suspending 100 opposition MPs. This one episode alone accounted for over 40% of all Lok Sabha suspensions since 2004. In the last 20 years, in one day, he suspended 40% of the total. And why did he do this? What was our grave error? We wanted a statement from the government on the breach of the parliamentary security. Was this not a matter of national importance? You tell us. Let this be a fair and neutral debate. Now, while these MPs were suspended, Birlaji presided over the passage of 3 criminal amendment bills without any substantive discussion. I would say he's criminally complicit in throttling democracy. Criminally complicit in throttling democracy. But this incident was not a one-off for him. Between 2004 and between today, I've listened to all of you, Mr. Pal. We can't speak to you anymore.
The word
we have
criminally is
listened
removed
to you.
from the
Please
record.
expunge it.
The word criminally is removed from the record.
Please expunge it, sir.
No,
Please
sir.
Suresh ji, please let me say. Suresh ji, please
Sir, the
let me
word
speak,
criminally
sir.
is removed from the
Please
record.
remove it. Please remove it. It will make him no less a criminal. Please remove him. But this incident was this incident was not a one-off moment for the Speaker. Between 2004 and today, 245 suspension actions were recorded in the Lok Sabha, and half of this total, 120 suspensions, were done by Birlaji alone. And that's not all. He's the only Speaker who has suspended only opposition MPs. 100% of these 120, 112 in the 17th Lok Sabha, and 8 अरे आप बताना बंद कीजिए मार्शल साहब, वो चेयर पे बैठे हैं आप नहीं, वो बैठे हैं चेयर पे आप नहीं, आप बताना बंद कीजिए माइक पे. 120 suspensions have been done by Birlaji alone. And they were all Lok Sabha, they were all members of the opposition. Zero NDA. Let us now look at the numbers for previous speakers. The country has a right to know these statistics. In Somnath Chatterjee's time, 2004 to 2009, only 5 MPs were suspended. Never once Rule 374A used. 4 were suspended due to irregularities in MP lads, and 1 was suspended due to some impropriety on an MP tour. Somnath Chatterjee was a UPA nominee. He presided over turmoil in the House. Advani ji was LOP at that time, but he never suspended NDA MPs. He never throttled their voice. He was called headmaster because he used to always scold MPs. He even went so far as to say that you all are misbehaving so much, you should not be allowed a penny of the public paisa to be spent on you. But even then, he never suspended anyone. Then we come to Meera Kumarji, she was also an UPA nominee. She was Speaker 2009 to 14 when Sushma Swaraj ji was LOP.
Honorable MP,
She suspended.
once
Yes,
again, I would like to remind you
Yes, ma'am, sir.
that any MP who suspended is not suspended by the Speaker. The House suspended.
I'm glad that you've been reminded of this by the Honorable
a house.
Marshal,
It is
and
a
I
house.
will
There is
take
a
your point.
process.
And I will
There is
say,
a process, there is a procedure.
yes, sir.
There is a process, there is a procedure.
All right, sir. He presided over it.
The
Sir,
process is followed.
Yes, sir. He presided over it, sir. I will change my terminology thanks to the intervention from the Honorable Marshal. Thank you very much. Perhaps we should add a 10th member to the panel. We should add a 10th member to the panel. But anyway, I'm joking, sir. I'm joking, sir.
No.
I'm joking, sir.
One second.
All right.
Please
Yes,
hold
sir.
on.
Yes,
Please hold
sir.
on.
Yes,
No.
sir.
No, this cannot continue like
Yes,
this.
sir. All right.
This is not done.
Okay, sir.
This is
sir,
not done.
Sir, let me go. I apologize. Sir, let me go back.
Her previous sentence is removed
yes,
from the
sir.
record.
Okay, yes, sir. All right, all right. She suspended. She
One
is
second.
suspended.
One second. Yes, sir.
This type of sly remarks should be removed, and I
Please
request the chair to caution the member to derive from this type of sly remark.
No, once again. No, once again. No, I fully agree. I fully agree with
please.
Mr. Bharat. I fully agree because the comments are against the chair.
Sir, very good. Please continue. That's fine.
Saugat
Expunge it, sir.
Saugat
Please
Raji,
expunge
please
it,
understand.
sir.
These
Please
remarks are
expunge
against
it.
the chair.
Sir, we are moving a no
Earlier, the
confidence
remarks were
against the
against
chair. Sir, we are moving a no confidence against the chair. Obviously, the comments will be
No.
against the chair. Please let me finish, sir. Please let me, Suresh
Yes,
ji.
sir, Mr.
Suresh ji, please let me finish. Venugopal ji, please let me finish.
No, sir, please.
Venu
Don't
ji, let me
misinterpret.
finish.
Please do not
You are taking my
misinterpret.
time, Venuji, please.
While she is supposed to talk on the
Venugopal ji,
resolution, she is
please.
now remarking on the chair.
Venugopal
This
ji,
is not
let
done.
me speak. Let me speak, Venugopal
she's
ji. It's
requesting
okay.
you now
it's
to
okay.
sit down.
It's
Okay,
okay. It's okay, sir. Okay. So when Meena Kumarji was also a UPA nominee, she was Speaker 2009 to 14. Sushma Swaraj ji was LOP. She suspended a total of 45 MPs, but 70% of these were UPA, mostly Congress MPs from their own party, because they were protesting against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. Only 30% were from other parties. Sumitra Mahajan ji, 2014 to 19, suspended 73 MPs during her tenure. Of them, 25 MPs were Congress, 33% over the Lalit Modi issue. Remaining 67% were AIDMK MPs over the Kaveri issue and TDP MPs over the Andhra Pradesh special status issue.
Madam, let me again remind you,
Yes,
there is a process, proceedings
Yes, sir.
of
It's
the
a way
House.
of
It is the House
speaking,
that
sir.
decides.
She
It is the
presided
House
over,
that
sir.
decides.
Now, sir, you are just interrupting,
No,
sir. It is the presiding over the proceedings.
No.
The second macro
I will
point,
have
sir.
to interrupt you because
Okay.
you are not correcting the course.
Okay, sir. Yes, the second macro point. Are Venugopal ji.
Sir, Honorable MP has requested you not to interrupt her, sir. She has already requested.
No, sir. The second macro point, sir. The decline in the number of bills being sent for scrutiny to parliamentary standing committees under the guardianship of the Speaker. Let me change my terminology. Parliamentary standing committees were formed in 1993 for what? To scrutinize bills. The 14th and 15th Lok Sabhas, with the UPA governments in the place, sent 60% and 71% of bills to the Parliamentary Standing Committee. What happened in 2014? 14 to 19? The 16th Lok Sabha, only 27% of bills were sent. What happened in the last Lok Sabha? 16% of bills were sent. The way it is going in this Lok Sabha, God knows what will happen. It will become single digit probably. Now let us look for a more detailed dissection. The office of the Leader of the Opposition in the Lok Sabha was accorded statutory recognition under the Salary and Allowances Leaders of Opposition in Parliament Act 1977. It is equivalent to that of a cabinet minister in rank.
Honorable Member Sri T. Uday Srinivas ji. T. Uday Srinivas. Just a minute, please. कर लूँगा मैं. I will check. मैं इसको चेक करूँगा. अगर कोई भी ऐसा अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल वर्ड है उसको निकाल देंगे. ठीक है? Okay. Sri T. Uday Srinivas ji.
Honorable Chair, I rise to strongly oppose this unfortunate and ill-conceived motion seeking the removal of Honorable Speaker Sri Om Birla ji. This motion is not driven by any genuine concern for parliamentary functioning, but driven by political fluctuation. When they can't win the confidence of the people outside the House, they attempt to manufacture controversy inside the House. Let us remind ourselves of the facts. In the entire history of Lok Sabha, only a handful of speakers have been re-elected to
just a
serve.
minute. हमने रूलिंग दे चुका है, जो भी वर्ड अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बड़ा है, उसको निकाल दिया जाएगा. ठीक है, continue please.
In the entire history of Lok Sabha, only a handful of speakers have been re-elected to serve 2 consecutive terms. Sri Om Birla stands among this small and distinguished group. Such continuity is not accidental. It reflects the confidence that members across the House have placed in his leadership and fairness. Under his stewardship, the Lok Sabha has consistently achieved remarkable levels of productivity. The 17th Lok Sabha recorded around 97% of productivity, and several sessions have crossed 100% productivity, meaning that the House worked even beyond its scheduled hours to complete the people's business. This is not a small achievement in a House as large and diverse as ours. Sir, what is even more commendable is that Honorable Speaker has made a conscious effort to encourage first-time members of Parliament. Many young MPs and first-time MPs, including me, have been given opportunities to speak, to participate in debates, and to raise concerns of their constituencies. For parties like ours, the Janasena Party, which come here with the aspiration of the people we represent, this space is invaluable. We come here to raise the voice of our regions, our youths, and our communities. But unfortunately, what do we often witness? Continuous disruptions, sloganeerings, walkouts, and ruckus over one issue after another. When the House is repeatedly stalled, it is not the government that loses. It is the people of India whose voices remain unheard. Sir, the office of the Speaker is one of the most respected institutions in our parliamentary democracy. Disagreement is a part of democracy, but attempting to undermine the dignity of the chair for political messaging is not. Sir Sri Om Birla ji has conducted the proceedings of this House with patience, restraint, and respect for all sides. In the face of repeated disruptions, he has continued to appeal for dialogue, debate, and dignity in our proceedings. Therefore, I strongly urge this House to reject this motion and reaffirm its faith in the office of the Speaker under the leadership of Sri Om Birla ji. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Honorable Member, Srimati Jyoti Moni ji.